Trevor, how does it feel to win the Daytona 500?
If I tried to put it into words, I wouldn't be doing it any justice, that's for sure. But, man, I tell you what, I couldn't ask to be sitting up here with any better guys than these three that are up here. And then Glenn and Leonard, who laid the foundation for this whole thing. Because, I mean, if it wasn't for these guys, there is no way I'd be sitting up here. They gave me a rocket ship that definitely did me a lot of justice today. So anybody I hooked up with, I mean, it was headed to the front. And to get this win, I mean, it's my first win in NASCAR, period, in any of the top three series. My first Sprint Cup win, our second ever race. I mean, that's setting the standard. I'd say that for sure. This is so crazy. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I mean, I almost feel undeserving because there's guys like Donnie and all these guys out here that are racing against us that have been trying to do this for so long. But there's nobody that deserves it more than any of these guys sitting up here. So I'm just glad that I got to be the guy sitting behind the wheel for these guys to get this win.
You're 20 years old and you're leading the Daytona 500 with a green-white checkered flag coming, and you've got Tony Stewart, Bobby Labonte, Kurt Busch, Mark Martin, all veterans who have never won a Daytona 500 behind you, and you know that they're going to do everything possible. What are you thinking? Are you shaking in your shoes? What's going on?
Well, now that you put it that way, I'm a little bit worried that one of them's going to come after me tonight. I'm going to have to sleep with one eye open. But, that's why I said I felt a little undeserving. But these guys definitely deserve it. But they can all tell you on the radio, if you all listen to that last restart, I'm leading and I'm saying, who can I push? Like, who can I let in front of me to push across this thing, because our car was so fast as a pusher, and I was going to brake and let Tony Stewart get down, and all of a sudden here comes the 47 car just pushing away. So, Bobby Labonte, I mean, he did an awesome job. That was the best restart we've had all weekend. That was kind of an area we had struggled not getting hooked up with drop back. You see it in the duels. The last start of the nationwide race, with Ricky Stenhouse, he did an incredible job, but my mistake kind of messed us up there. And then here all day, our restarts, kind of drop us back, and then we come back to the front. So I'm thinking, oh no, we're leading now. That's kind of cool to say we were leading on the start of the green, white, checkered. And then I told somebody earlier, I said, I got to the white flag, and I'm like, well, at least we can say we led the white flag lap at the Daytona 500. And then, we get to turn 4 and we're still leading. I'm like, man, somebody's going to pass us. What's going to happen here? And then nobody ever did. So, it's just, wow. I mean, really. Honestly, it seems a little bit too easy there at the end. I expected another pack to come up just like they had the whole time. The second pack seemed to have the benefit, the big push. That was the first time I had worked with Bobby Labonte the whole race, so maybe we should have just hooked up earlier. But, we were pushing David Reagan there, and I thought that was going to be the deal. Just hook up to David, push him, and race kind of keep him from getting wrecked. And that's why I like being the pusher all day. I didn't want to be in a situation where somebody would be behind us and possibly turn us. But, I guess there at the end, I did the last straightaway. I raced defensively. I saw Carl Edwards coming up. I pulled down to get a push from him, and it just worked out perfect.